here's something to look forward to in an otherwise meaningless preseason. You're going to see the rooks. Raheem Morris has already told us you're going to see Jalon Walker, Xavier Watts, James Pierce, and I'm actually excited to see all those guys, even if it's for a series or two or a quarter. I was talking to a Falcon fan a couple of days ago who said to me, Matt, what if James Pierce is just better than Jalon Walker? And I said, what do you mean? They're different positions. I guess they can both play edge technically, but I said, what do you mean? He said, what if James Pierce is just a better player, has a better career? And I said, well, what if? I mean, that wouldn't be surprising at all. I want you to think about this because we're all convinced that Jalon Walker is the best of the 2 first-round picks, and he might be. I love Jalon Walker. But remember what the Falcons were going to do at 15 if Jalon wasn't there. They were going to take James Pierce. By all indications, they were taking James. It doesn't make them right. It tells you how much they love James Pierce. And none of us know yet what Pierce will be, but what we've seen of his attitude, pretty good. Like, ready to go in and mess some things up and be physical and ruffle the feathers of some veterans. That's a good start for all you can do in training camp. But in sports, we've seen this so many times, especially when it's a duo type of a thing, where the lesser heralded, lower draft pick becomes the better player. And I'll tell you the truth on this one. The Falcons are hoping that's what happens. They want the best out of both. They both be stars, but more than likely they're not both going to be stars. If you told them one of these two guys has a chance to be a star, I think secretly they would say we want it to be Pierce. Why? They invested a lot more. They could be second-guessed a lot more. A lot of people are waiting to dance on a grave next draft if the Falcons give up the 11th pick because they have a bad year and Pierce doesn't pop. If Pierce has a good rookie year and then turns into a star, they can tell everybody, yeah, we took a big swing. We gave up a future first for a pass rusher, but look what he's turned into. James Pierce is 11 sacks a year, and he's a perennial Pro Bowler, and that's the star player. So I think internally, while they want them both to be stars, Chuck, I think they'd be thrilled if it was Pierce because of validation of what they gave up.
I also wonder about personalities because their Falcons acknowledged there was a lot of research done on personalities that if James Pierce has a little bit more of a delayed process in hitting his stride, that, by the way, this is all projection. This is what we're laying on a kid that we've never even been in the same room with. Well, he could be disruptive, and if he's not getting playing time because he's underperforming, then you don't know which way it'll go. If you want to avoid the time bomb that could be James Pierce, then sure, you would want him, because Jalon Walker is the exact opposite. What a special kid Jalon is. He'll fight through. He'll persevere. I don't know if any of that is accurate, but that is like the narrative about James Pierce is things better go James's way or he's going to be surly. I have no clue if that's right.
But we also have no clue if either guy, like I said, can be a star-level player. But I'll just give you Atlanta examples of what I'm talking about here, where we've seen two guys kind of come in, one hyped more than the other, and it's the lesser guy that became the star. I think the greatest example is Freeman and Hayward. Those two guys were on a cover of Sports Illustrated together. Freeman, the first-round pick, noise off his bat, unlike anything we'd ever seen. 6'5", he looked like an Adonis. Freddie, a little pudgy, second-round pick. We'll wait and see. Freddie Freeman's a Hall of Famer to be. Freddie won a championship. Jason's had a decent enough career, but never became the star anybody thought. So that was an example. I'll give you another one. Francoeur and McCann. Jeff came in as the natural, cover of Sports Illustrated. Brian, kind of a pudgy catcher, and we'll kind of wait and see. And he turned into this borderline Hall of Fame player.
Oh, like six-time All-Star.
Who got paid by the Yankees because they wanted this difference-making bat, and he had an awesome career. Jeff, fine, good player, but never became the star consistently, everybody thought. And here's a funnier one that I think everybody will kind of scoff at a little bit. Two Joshes were taken in the same draft by the Hawks. Josh Childress was a two-guard who couldn't shoot. Josh Smith was this cantankerous, kind of weird pick at 17 that liked to shoot threes.
Boy, he had ups.
But he had a really good career. Josh Smith, as the 17th pick in the draft, had a really good career. Josh Childress made it like one contract, then went overseas. So we've seen this happen multiple times in Atlanta. It's at least something to consider that James Pierce, I will say, James profiles more of what the NFL wants. He's 6'5", he's 250. Jalon was available to the Falcons. Why? Tweener. People didn't exactly know. He was 6'1", 240. People wondered, what position do I play him at? Doesn't mean they both can't be stars, but James profiles more of what you want in this league.
It's the NFL. They don't want bad MFers. They really do.
James might be that.
Yeah.
He has a wallet.
Oh, that's honestly, he
says bad MF
hadn't
on his
backed
wallet.
down from anybody. I mean, it's a real thing. It is a violent, aggressive, vicious sport out there, and it plays well what James Pierce does.
Yep.